At Phillip Capital, we thought it would be fun to celebrate the new year by asking industry experts as well as people on the street what they expect in 2016.
U.S. markets will be fine. The emerging markets will have a little issue. I don't know. I mean, I'm optimistic about the U.S. It's coming back up. Rates are coming back up, but I think consumers are pretty confident. People are getting jobs and stuff, so it'll be good in the U.S. markets, I think.
2016 is going to be a fascinating year, and it's going to be full of surprises. First, on the U.S. economy, we're going to see a little slower growth than most people are expecting. This is really because the baby boomers are retiring. They're starting to save, finally, but that means they're spending a little less, and the millennials aren't picking up the slack. In fact, they're changing the game a little bit in how they buy, retail versus electronic, so forth. So 2% economy, but not much better.
They're going to be worse. It'll be worse for the people who are having a hard time now, but for the people who are doing well, they'll be fine. They'll be doing better even.
They'll flourish.
But for the people who are working and struggling, they're going to have a worse time.
I think it's going to be better in 2016 as far as people making money and prospering, because this year is pretty good. You know, my income has increased.
We're also going to see very, very subdued inflation. We're not going to get to the Fed's target. Fed's target's 2%. We'll be lucky to get between 1 and 1.5 on general inflation, and core inflation will probably finish the year around 1.5. The issue here is that gasoline and other prices in the energy sector are still subdued. A lot of competition from global goods markets around the world. We're just not yet ready for inflation. And what this means for the Fed is they're going to delay the next rate cut. It might not happen until June or even later, and then maybe just one more. So 2 rate cuts in 2016 is about all we can see.
My thinking is it'll be a moderate. I would want it to be strong. I think we'll see some growth around the world, but I worry that the terrorism and the insecurity that happens in an election year are going to keep the markets down. So I think it's going to be relatively moderate or flat because they're going to be opposing forces.
The last thing to watch out for in 2016 is weather. We're in an El Nino pattern. That means a warmer than normal U.S. winter. But very, very strong El Ninos have the capability to flip to La Ninas, which is colder water than usual in the equator in the Pacific. And that means the winter of 2017 could be very, very cold. Enjoy this winter.
At Phillip Capital, we're excited about 2016. We hope you are too. Happy New Year.